sorry, we had a little technical difficulty this morning. That's life, right? So I thought we'd do a little flow this morning, move our body a little. Also, there was a great post that my dear friend Christy shared about this time, and it's by Gil Headley. And he talks about this time as similar to when a caterpillar goes into a cocoon and becomes a butterfly. So something to think about, as we're going inward. Can we come out of this as a butterfly? So let's start in a child's pose. I'll give you guys a few moments actually, to get yourself grounded and in position. So let's just ground here in our child's pose, forehead down. Remember, you can always bring your arms behind you or take your hands to your forehead to support the head. Find some place of stillness and begin to breathe in and out of your nose. Taking 3 more breaths, using this time to just ground ourselves, come into our bodies this morning. And then slowly rise up into a tabletop pose. Let's do some organic movement with some dancing lions. So we'll shift forward and then shift around, and making this as big or as small as you wish. And just move the way feels best for you. So maybe lower the hips down and move a little side to side. We take this time to take a little inventory of the body. How does my body feel this morning when I move it a certain way? Let's go the opposite way here, circling around. Take one more rotation around. And then coming back to center here. Let's go ahead and lower down to the forearms. Make sure your elbows are right underneath your shoulders. Tuck your toes under and walk your feet back. Come into a plank pose. Top of a push-up, or top of a plank on your forearms. Gaze is forward here. Squeeze your thighs together. Let's hold for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Go ahead and lower the knees down to the mat. Take the arms forward, lower the heart down for puppy pose, heart melting pose. Opening up that chest here. 5 breaths. Begin to cat curl up, round up, come back into that tabletop. Let's take the right leg back behind us. Inner rotate the thigh, and then extend your left arm out in front of you. Turn the hands so the thumbs pointing up towards the ceiling here. Pressing equally into that right hand, that left shin. Inhale, lift and lengthen, reaching. And then from here, kick your heel towards your buttocks and reach back and grab your foot if it's in your practice. So if this isn't available to you, you can always just kick the heel towards the buttocks, engaging this glute here, and reach back. And then from here, stay here or turn your gaze over the left shoulder. Hold for 3. For 2, and for 1. Come back to that spinal extension, reach, get nice and long, and then exhale, bring your knee and your elbow to touch under the body. Inhale, extend and reach. Exhale, knee and elbow touch. 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale, get nice and long. Exhale, left hand to the floor. Let's swing that right leg out to the side and plant that right foot. Sitting back here. Maybe stay upright. That could be enough for you to get a stretch in your inner thigh. You can also come down to the forearms. If you lift that right leg closer up towards the top of your mat, it's going to make this stretch a little more intense. Taking it back is going to make it a little less intense. So just go to that first edge, that first place where you feel some sensation, and breathe there. Planting that foot flat on the floor here, and breathing. Then slowly coming up onto your hands. From here, inhale, shift forward, lower halfway, press back up and sit back towards your heel. Inhale, come up. Lower halfway, elbows hug in, press up and lower back. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale up, exhale back. Last one, inhale forward, exhale lower. Inhale up, exhale back. Inhale, come back up to center, take the right leg back behind you. Then draw that right knee down. And then from here, hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, round the spine into cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. One more like this, inhale. And exhale. Coming to neutral. Left leg extends behind you. Level the hips off, so internally rotate. Extend your right arm forward, turn the thumb up towards the ceiling. Reaching forward as much as you're reaching back here. Lowering your gaze down so you find some length in the neck here. Then kick the heel towards the buttocks, engaging the glutes. Then reach back. Maybe you grab the foot, maybe not. Remember, you can also stay here if it's too much to maintain the balance. So grabbing the foot, kicking into the hand. Gaze is forward, stay there, or turn it into a twist, looking over that right shoulder and looking up, kicking into the hand. Inhale, get long, extend. Exhale, knee and elbow touch under the body. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee and elbow touch. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Last one, inhale, exhale. Inhale, get long, reach, reach, reach. Left hand, or right hand to the floor, swing the left leg out to the side. Drop the foot flat, find your pose. And then maybe you start to sit back and you start to feel that in the inside of your left thigh, that is this time. Some of you can lower all the way back here. Just settle in. And then we'll come up, hands underneath the shoulders. From here, inhale forward, exhale, sit back towards that heel. Inhale forward, lower halfway, press up, and lower back. 4 more like that. Inhale, exhale, inhale. And one more, inhale forward, lower, press up, sit back, come back up, take the left leg back behind you, and left knee to the floor. Let's take our first downward facing dog, tuck our toes under, lift our hips up towards the sky. Pedal the feet right and left, shake your head yes, shake it no. Feel what it's like to be inside your body. Your first inversion, dropping your head below your heart. Remember, you can always modify here, coming onto all fours. You can be in your dolphin pose. And know that you can also take child's pose. So we're in down dog, taking 3 more breaths here. So inhale, shifting forward, lower your knees, chin, chest to the earth. Slither forward into that low cobra, press all 10 toenails into the mat. And exhale, lower back down, child's pose. Let's flow through that 2 more times. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, shift forward, lower knees, chin, chest to the earth. Slither forward, low cobra, up dog. Exhale, lower back down, child's pose. Last one. Inhale, we curl up. Exhale, we take down dog. Inhale, we come forward. Exhale, knees, chin, chest. Inhale, low cobra or up dog. Exhale, child's pose. All right, inhale, cat curl up. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower the knees down. You're going to lower the chin and chest down, what's called caterpillar pose, picking your feet up, kicking them towards your buttocks. You might also hear this referred to as inchworm. So, buttocks is in the air, hold for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Slither forward, low cobra or up dog. And exhale, downward facing dog this time. Looking forward, hop or step to the top of your mat. You're going to go ahead and walk there, nice and slow. Inhale, lengthen, extend the spine. Exhale, fold forward. Take your arms out wide, come all the way up. Arch back once you get to the top, and bring the hands to the center of your chest. All right, inhale, arms are going to reach up overhead. We're going to split the arms open, hips are facing forward. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, split the arms open, the opposite side. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, bend the elbows, lift the chest. Open that heart. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, hands to the floor. Inhale, lengthen, hands to the shins, extend the spine. Exhale, fingertips to the floor. Right leg steps back this time. Left leg steps back. We come into a plank pose. Top of a push-up. Lower your knees, chin, chest to the earth. Maybe take that little caterpillar inchworm pose. And then slither forward into that low cobra up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right leg lifts in the air. Bring your right foot forward in between your hands. From here, you can drop that left knee down to the earth, or you can keep it lifted, and wherever you're at, see if you can extend that right arm. Taking a breath here. Bringing that right hand back to the mat. We're going to shorten our stance, 1 or 2 steps, move that left foot in. Inhale, lengthen, look forward, and exhale, fold. Coming into pyramid pose. Feeling a sensation in the back of your right thigh. So this right knee can be bent here. It doesn't have to be straight. Depends on your hamstring. So remembering to honor your body and where it's at. One more breath here. Inhale and exhale. Walk the hands forward. Lift that left leg in the air. Standing needle, standing split. Hold for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Left foot meets the right. Inhale, lengthen, look forward. Exhale, fold. Take your arms out wide, come all the way up. Arch back once you get to the top, and hands to the center of your chest. This time we'll lead with our left foot. Inhale, arms reach up overhead. We'll split the arms to the left this time first. Reach the arms back up. Split the arms to the right. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, bend the elbows. Cactus the arms here. Squeeze the shoulder blades. Lift the heart. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, hands to the floor. Inhale, lengthen here. Exhale, left leg steps back. This time we come into that runner's lunge. Then the right leg steps back. Plank pose. Lower the knees, chin, chest to the earth. Maybe draw those feet in for that caterpillar pose. And then slither forward into that low cobra up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog here. Left leg lifts in the air. Shifting forward, draw the knee to your chest. Drop that left foot in between your hands. Option to drop the right knee to the floor to start with. You want the knee in line with the ankle. I'm going to pick my knee up this morning and open up wherever you're at. Left arm comes forward, circle it around. Shorten your stance, walk that back foot in 1 or 2 steps. Line up your heels, heel to heel alignment. We'll take that pyramid pose. Focuses on the left hamstring. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Walking your hands back maybe. And walking the hands forward, lift the right leg, standing needle, standing split. Rehold for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Right foot meets the left. Lengthen on your inhale here, and exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Arch back once you get to the top, and draw the hands to the center of your chest. Inhale, arms reach up overhead. Should be warm now. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, hopper step back. From here, lower down, chaturanga, any variation you wish. Inhale, up dog, low cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right leg lifts in the air. Bring your right foot forward in between your hands. Rise up, crescent lunge pose. And then from here, take the arms behind your back, interlace your fingers if you can, if it's available to you. And then lift the chest, open the heart. Hold for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Bring your arms up overhead here, hands to your heart center. Take the left elbow to the outside edge of the knee. Bring the gaze over the right finger, or over the right shoulder. One more breath here. Not going to hold it too long. We're going to bring our gaze down to that right foot. We're going to spring the left foot to meet the right, coming into that seated chair. We hold for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Come into chair pose. And then bring your chest to your thigh, charge your arms behind you. Inhale, stay in that chair, lift. Exhale, lower back down. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one, inhale. Exhale, hold. Come up high on your tippy toes. Gazing over that cliff. Trust yourself in this moment. You got it. You're so strong. Begin to lower your hips down towards your heels. And we make our way into boat pose. So finding your variation of boat. Remember, there's all types of boats out there. Dinghies, yachts, little skippers. So find your variation. Remember, you can also take your hands here. Keep yourself tied to the dock. So take 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Low boat. Hold for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Lower all the way down. Hug the knees into the chest here. From here, bring your knees so they're in line with your hips. Bring your hands to the tops of your thighs. Point your toes and squeezing your thighs together. This could be enough for you, pressing your hands on your thighs and your thighs into your hands. Just start to feel the core engage. A little bit more, you lift your head and shoulders up. Hold and breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower back down. Draw your right knee into your chest. Extend your left leg long. Point your toes. Lift your head and shoulders up away from the floor. And then let's switch. And switch. And switch. And switch. And switch. 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, right, and then left, and then draw both your knees into your chest. Extending your legs back up towards the ceiling, pointing your toes, arms by your side, and then draw your toes back. So you're pressing the balls of your feet, part of your feet, in, or pressing them up towards the ceiling. And then as if you're trying to touch the ceiling here, using the lower portion of your belly. You're just gonna lift and lower, lift and lower. So it's a tiny movement. You've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. From here, point your toes, lower your legs down. Come back up. And lower 2. Come back up. Lower 3. Come back up. So your legs might not come down as low as mine, and that's okay. And if you find it too much, you can always bend your knees and then bring your legs back up. So you can lower, bend the knees, bring the legs back up. Let's do 4 more. 4, any variation. 3, 2, and 1. Rise back up. Knees into chest. You'll rock forward and back, or roll to your right and press yourself up. Take yourself through a vinyasa, or not. So plank, up dog chaturanga, or up dog, and then downward facing dog. So 2 breaths here. The left leg's gonna lift in the air. Bring your left foot forward in between your hands. Rise up, crescent lunge. And then from crescent lunge here, hold. Taking the arms behind your back, interlacing your fingers once again, lifting the chest. Bring the arms back up overhead. Bring the hands to your heart center. Take the right elbow to the outside edge of the left knee. Remember, we're not going to hold this too long because we're going to come forward eventually. Take a breath here. Bring your gaze down. Bring your right foot to meet your left. Come into that seated prayer twist. We hold for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Come back to chair pose. Hold here for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Press down, reach up, arch back. And draw the hands to your center of your chest. So I'm going to turn and face you. We're going to do tree pose. So shifting your weight into your right foot. I'm going to mirror you guys. And then from here, taking that right foot, or your left foot to the ankle, maybe slide it up underneath the knee, or take it above the knee. Find your variation of the pose. Once you get balanced and stable, you can lift the arms up overhead. Remember, trees sway. The strongest trees are the most flexible trees. They're able to withstand the storm. So rooting down deeply into the earth, growing tall. One more breath. And then slowly exit the pose. Shake it out, let it go. All right, let's do the other side. So I'm going to shift my weight into my left foot, bring my right foot to the ankle, slide it below the knee or above the knee, and then finding my variation of the pose. Remember, extending your branches up, creating little homes for all the birds, for the cocoons. Eventually come beautiful butterflies. Taking one more breath here. Extend and reach, shine, grow. And then bringing the hands back to the heart. Bring back out of the pose the way you went in. Okay, I'm going to turn back to the top of my mat. And let's flow one more time here. Inhale. Let's bring the hands to the heart center. Take a moment and just pause. Just feeling your breath in your body. What it's like to stand on your own 2 feet. How your body feels after you brought some movement into it this morning. Flutter your eyes open. Let's begin. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, plant your hands, hop, step, float it back. Lower down, chaturanga. Up dog. Downward facing dog. Right leg lifts in the air. Bring your right foot forward in between your hands. Rise up, inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, chest to your thigh. Charge your arms behind you. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, warrior 2 pose. Reversing your warrior here. And then taking side angle, right forearm to the thigh, left arm over the ear. Maybe bring the right hand down to the floor. We're not going to stay here long because we're flowing. We're going to rise back up, reverse your warrior. Straighten your right leg, come forward into triangle pose. Right hand to the foot, shin floor. Reaching up. We'll hold here for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Bend that right knee, reverse your warrior. Windmill your hands down to the mat. Step back to a plank pose, top of a push-up here. Lower down, chaturanga. Rise up, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Left leg lifts. Left foot forward in between your hands. Rise up, inhale. Exhale, chest to your thigh, charge arms behind you. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, warrior 2. Reverse your warrior here. And then side angle pose, left forearm to the thigh, right arm over the ear. Maybe take it down to the floor. And then reverse your warrior once again. Straighten your left leg. When we come into triangle pose, coming forward. We'll hold this triangle, 5 count. Gaze is up. So
So you want the chest to stay open here. Think of having a light at the center of your heart, and you're trying to shine it outward. So if the chest is turning down, you need to walk the hand up the shin to get the chest open. Bend the left knee, reverse your warrior. And then windmill the hands down to the mat. This time lifting that back heel, draw that left heel in towards your buttocks, and then switch, and then switch, and then switch. So you can just step, or you can speed it up. Little mountain climbers, little yogi climbers. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Downward facing dog. Big inhale through your nose. Fall out breath, exhale. Go ahead and drop down to your knees here. Sit back in a child's pose. Take a moment and just pause. Coming forward, lower yourself all the way down to the mat. From here, create a little pillow for your head. So bend the elbows, bring your forehead to your little pillow. From here, you're just gonna lift your legs up and lower them back down. Lift them up and lower them back down. Lift. 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take a moment and pause. So the next part, we're just going to lift the upper body. We're going to keep the forehead on the hands, letting the lower body be heavy and press into the earth. When you're ready, take an inhale and an exhale. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. 2, 3, 4, 5, 5. Strengthening the back. 3, 2, and 1. Take a moment and pause. Now lifting both the upper body and the lower body at the same time. Inhale, lift up, everything comes up. Exhale, lower back down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release your arms by your side. Take a moment and pause. Turn your head the opposite way, just for a little neck stretch here. And then press yourself up onto your knees. Walk your knees forward here. Keep them 6 inches apart. That's 2 fist width. I'm going to tuck my toes under, bringing the earth closer to me. I'm bringing my heels closer to me. We're going to take camel here. Bring your hands in your imaginary back pockets, drawing the elbows in. You want to lift up out of your waist, lift up out of the chest. And lastly, you bring the hips forward here. Staying here, or taking the hands back, grabbing your toes. Some of you might be able to drop the head all the way back. Maybe you want to tuck the toes. Wherever you're at, breathe for 5. Slowly come up, one hand at a time. Bring the hands back to the mat. Tuck the toes under, take downward facing dog. From here, bring your right knee to your right wrist. Squaring the hips off to the front of the room. So you might need to place a little block or a towel underneath to keep the hips level. You'll lengthen your spine and then exhale, fold forward here. If this is too much for you, you can always take the seated variation like so. And there's also the variation we call dead pigeon here. So find your variation. I'm going to stick with the first one. I get the most sensation out of that for me personally. And then from here we rise up. We swing that leg around. We're bringing the left foot in the outside edge of the right knee. Both sit bones are grounded here. If you find that this is too much, you can always extend this bottom leg. We'll take the left arm around, create a little kickstand. Right arm's going to reach up and bring the elbow to the outside edge of the knee. Inhale, lift and lengthen, and then exhale, rotate around. Little counter pose the opposite way. And then make your way into the other side. So you can just come from here. You can come from down dog. Those of you who want to throw a vinyasa handstand in there, you can do all that. You know where we're going to meet in your variation of pigeon. So you want to square the hips, square the shoulders. Remember, use a prop here if you need to. And then when you're ready, fold forward. You want to make sure you're not bringing your weight all the way forward in towards that shin. You want to draw some of that weight back and draw the sit bone down to the floor or towards your block because you're going to come out of the pose. You're not going to get the full benefits of it. Inhale, lengthen, lift up. We'll take the right leg around this time. Bring the right foot to the outside edge of that left knee. I'm going to keep my left leg folded, but you know that you can also extend if you need to here. Both sit bones are rooted. Sit up tall, right arm comes around, creates a little kickstand right underneath the right shoulder. Left arm reaches up, take the elbow to the outside edge of the knee. Inhale, lift, and exhale, rotate around. And then counter twist the opposite way. And then release. And this is where I would say go into yogi's choice. So some sort of inversion, maybe a nice restorative one like legs up the wall today. Or shoulder stand if you're familiar with that. Or headstand, those of you guys working on your handstands and forearm balances, you could do that now. So practice that for about 3 minutes and then make your way into a savasana or a meditation. Remember, this week we are sitting for 2 minutes every day. And I'll check back in with you guys later about that. But yeah, so take a few moments, do whatever you need to do, like how do I need to end this practice? How will I feel good and satisfied? Remember, doing yoga or doing any form of exercise is a great way to get everything moving and nurturing that relationship with ourselves, which is the most important relationship. So later on, I'll post that
that post that was sent to me about the cocoon and transforming into a butterfly. So thinking about that this week as you're going about your day, see if you can really go inward and self-reflect and see if you can come out beautiful as ever. I know you can. So namaste, yogis. May your heart be filled with love, peace, light, and joy, and the light of truth overcome all darkness.